Hi, I'm Dean Argent, a university qualified mechanical engineer. I'm a licensed motor dealer and the owner of usedvehiclesales.pradofforsale.com.au. And in this video, I'm going to take you on a walkthrough of this 2005 4x4 automatic Landcruiser Prado Toyota that I got, it's petrol, that I got for sale right here on my yard. It's got 8 seats. It's got a whole lot of coolness going on with it. Let's go for a walk around. First thing I like to do is when I buy them, I get down the side here and have a look. Seeing the reflections, what I'm looking for is dents. There's no dents. I then have a look across the bonnet. No stone chips. Then down the side here, again looking for dents. No dents. This car has been immaculately cared for. It does have a thing there. Needs a bit of a touch up or something. But that's pretty much the extent of the issues on it. So the other thing I like to do is have a look here. Hopefully there's no dog shit. Nah, it's all good. I like to look at the tyres, make sure they're wearing evenly across the surfaces. And it is, and it tells me all the suspension geometry and steering components are all doing exactly what they should. So it's got the alloy wheels and the side steps and the chrome mirrors so you can video bomb yourself. Good thing I'm wearing clothes today. And so, there's an awful thought. Don't know what took me there, but anyway, let's keep moving. You can see it's got the power windows and all that. Here's the condition of the seats. I've got to tell you something. You look at these cars with a few Ks on them like these do, and for the interior to be in such good shape, these cars are so well designed. They're a rugged build. So if you have a look there, we've got the automatic. It's got the two, warning. So let's start her up. So all that, see, it's got the 292 on the clock. Now, warning, what I want to tell you is that in the other photo, you're going to see the kilometres is different. We had to change, because their speedo wasn't working, we had to change this whole part here. So it's actually got more than that, and I'll show you all that on the paperwork when you come on down. So that's been changed. Now it's got all the 6-stack CD player and MP3 and all that fancy stuff. The outside temperature comes with a free passenger. It's got the second start. Don't know what it is, but it's got it. No, I know what it is. What I only recently found out though. The second start is if you push it in and then you can take off in second gear when you're in the sand or on the beach or something like that. Logbooks, history, all that sort of stuff in there. It's got the crack on the dash that pretty much every one of these have got, except that's really not a bad one. That's a pretty good one. Condition over there looks pretty sharp. So it's got the central locking on the key there. You can see all that. Don't like leaving the keys in them because they sometimes lock themselves in. Hey dog. That's my little guard dog. One of them. Where's the other one? Another one over there somewhere. This little bastard nips. So anyhow, let's have a look in the back here. So you can see we've got this, there's the condition in the back seats. Very, very clean and tidy condition. And with these, you can just pop those forward. They roll up like that, one-handed. So the kids, if you've got, because it's an 8-seater, see the middle seat belt up there? Because it's an 8-seater, if you've got 3 kids in the back, 3 kids in here, and you do the school run, they all get out over that side. So you can do the same with that seat. So pretty clean and tidy in there, eh? It is the 4-litre VVTi. Very, very, I don't know, I'm not smart enough to think of anything cool. But variable valve timing in ignition. So it's to do with fuel efficiency and stuff like that. It is the GXL, which means like not the poverty pack and all that stuff. So it's got all those extra things that I was telling you about, like that chrome on the mirrors and the side steps and the alloy wheels and all those sort of fancy gadgets. And they just look a bit cooler than the poverty ones. So having a look in the back here, you can put the seats up like that, and when you drop this down, that fold, see how that whole thing moves as you do that, and so then the seats lock down into there. Lock done. Plenty of space in here to what my kids do when we take these cars away is they lay the middle seats down, put their feet up on it, sit in the back, and then they fight in the back seats. Why do they fight? Because they're friggin' kids, and that's what they do. So it doesn't matter what's going on, they're fighting. So let's keep moving down here. Looks like there is a little tiny bit of a scuff or something going on that bar. You have to look for it to see if it was there though. And here's a good look through. It is a very, very neat and tidy truck, this. Dirt cheap too. So there she is. Good look through, power window there. Everything in it's working like it should. Runs like a dream, does everything like it should. So when the cars come into the yard, we do 6 levels of inspection. The first one is we do a road test. We drive it around a very specific test track and we listen for all those noises and stuff that shouldn't be there. Then we do a yard test. And so in the yard test, what we're looking for is that everything works like it should. Like the windows go up and down, the fan works, everything in the car is working like it should. And if it's not working, I will have mentioned it in the previous video. Then it goes into mechanical. The mechanic's got quite an extensive checklist of things that he inspects. Things like, is the spare tyre there and is it fully inflated and all those sorts of things. All that stuff's done and that's what's covered off in mechanical. So that's the 3rd level. On the 4th level, we do a roadworthy inspection. We get an independent mechanic who does his roadworthy inspections on the vehicles. He's licensed by Queensland Transport to come out or do them at his facility. Either way, it doesn't matter. But he does the inspections on them. He gets underneath every single car and he checks all the suspension components and all the things that are required for the roadworthy. So we have a properly done roadworthy certificate by an independent person come out as well. And then on the 5th level of check, we do a quality assurance or a QA run. What happens there is someone who hasn't driven the car and hasn't worked on it, he then goes and drives the car after it's been through mechanical, and he's basically doing a double check like what a buyer would do. They'd get in it and if there's a noise, they're like, ooh, what's that noise? Or stuff like that. He comes back, if there's any of those things, then we've identified them through the QA run. And what that does for you is it allows, well from my point of view, it allows me to know and stand there quite confidently and know that the car is prepared properly. And then on the 6th level of check, what we do is before the car goes out, also after it's finished the QA, the cars then go out the front of the yard, and you would have seen them in the background of the previous part of this video, and they sit out there until they go out. Well, before they go out, we do another level, the 6th level of check, where we just check that the wipers are still working, that the little sprayers haven't blocked up, that none of the bulbs haven't stopped working or any of that sort of stuff. So there's the 6 levels of inspection that we do on each one of the cars. Now, I don't expect you to believe me when I tell you I prepare the cars like that, but as you could tell from the previous video, we are on dirt. I do not have concrete, I don't have flags, I don't have salesmen ready to pounce on you when you come down. In fact, this is me pouncing on you now. So if you're still, hello, you there? Hello, come back so I can pounce on you some more. So if you're still there, the reason I'm telling you this is because I don't have all that expensive shit. We don't have the overheads. And it allows me to put the money back into the cars. And that's why, but I don't expect you to believe that either. But what you should do is go and have a look at our Facebook reviews and you'll see the vast majority of our buyers are more than delighted with their car because of the work we put into preparing the cars. So with that, we have buyers, they come from way up north, like up Cairns, way out west. They catch the train down, or they catch the plane to Brisbane, they catch the train to our location here, and then they drive their car off. If we don't prepare the cars properly and they fall apart on their way home, they don't get on Facebook and write good reviews. So that's why I'm proud of the level of all of the cars that I prepare. Although I muck around in these videos, what I don't compromise on is the quality and the standard that the cars are prepared to before they leave the yard. And that's reflected in our Facebook reviews. The link is included on this page, so go and have a look and see what the crowd says about working with us. So because of the work we put into the cars, all the prices are fixed. If you turn around and go, hey Dean, are you negotiable? I'd be like, yes, I'm negotiable, but why would you want to pay more? So I do that because I can't take out what we put into those cars, and frankly I don't want to. If the cars don't meet the standard, or they can't easily be brought up to that standard, I launch them off through an auction. And that's why you shouldn't buy cars from auctions, because that's where blokes like me dump our garbage. Okay, so this car has been through all the inspection and is come up properly and is prepared properly, so therefore I have nowhere to move on the price. The prices are already good anyway, otherwise you wouldn't have clicked on and got this video. So The prices are all fixed. And the last thing I want to tell you, before I tell you what comes with the car for the price you see it advertised, is that we need to make appointments to come out. Now, we are not your typical yard, like I said before. We're not equipped for people just to roll up and walk out. You're more than welcome to come and check the cars out and take them for a spin. I've got no trouble with that. But you just need to let us know when you're coming. We've got a couple of guard dogs that roam around here, and we put those away when people are coming, and that way no one gets bit. Everyone's happy. So if you let us know when you're coming, we'll put the dogs away, we'll open up the gates, and we can show you the car and you can have a look over that and any others that might work for you, whatever you want. So please make an appointment before you come out. So what comes with the car for the price you see it advertised for? Good question, and I'm glad that you asked. So firstly, when the cars go through mechanical, one of the things we do is a fresh service. So your vehicle has been freshly serviced and you will not need to do any scheduled maintenance for the next 10,000 Ks or 6 months, whichever comes first. It's got guaranteed no money owing, guaranteed not stolen, guaranteed never written off. I'll show you all that on the paperwork when you come on down. And it's also got a current roadworthy certificate. So we have the independent inspector. He's got a license from the Queensland government, and he's the one who says this car is in a roadworthy condition. So we've brought the car up to that standard as well. So it comes with the roadworthy. So yes, we do trade-ins, and if you need help with your finance, there is a link up the top of this page that says no deposit finance. You can put your details in there and our finance guy will come back and he'll give you a quote on exactly how much it will cost you per week to drive away in this fine automobile. Well, I'm Dean. Thanks for watching this video. If there's anything I haven't covered, feel free to give us a call, drop us a text, or whatever you want to do. We can take payment by cash, by credit card, by internet transfer, bank check, however you want to do it. Best off if we do internet transfer. That one works best for us. But however you want to do it, it's entirely up to you. Well, I'm Dean. Thanks for watching the video. If there's anything I haven't covered, feel free to give us a call, drop us a text, and I look forward to meeting you soon. See ya.